Hey guys, Ultimate Deadpool here, back with another video. As you guys know, I'm starting the Lego City, um, but that's a video for another time. Um, as you guys know, for the last couple of months, I've been working on Mad Max cars, or Mad Max inspired cars, for a Deadpool Mad Max spinoff miniseries. And it should be able to start tomorrow. Now, with that being said, I'm not entirely certain if it will, but it should be. I have most of the cars ready to roll, some of which are going to show up later than others, but the ones that you see in front of you now are virtually all the main ones that you'll see. The main ones will obviously be the Trans Am, the Mad Max General Lee, the original Trans Am that I did, the Oldsmobile, Stingray, some of the major quote unquote leader cars would be the ones that I just listed, and maybe one or two other ones. And then obviously the stand-ins, the Camaro, the Mustang, the other Camaros, and then the truck. I just finished today the Bug, and this was inspired by a toy that me and my brother saw at the car museum when we were in LA. So let's get a closer look at this thing. Okay, so this is a Mad Max Volkswagen Beetle. And when I first started doing these cars, my brother actually suggested doing a Mad Max VW Bug, and I told him there was no way in hell it was gonna work. But then when we were at the car museum, they had a gift shop there, and we saw this. It was like one of those pullback and release cars, and they had a Volkswagen Bug that looked almost like this. If my editor is doing his job, there should be a picture of roughly what it looks like on camera, or on screen now. If it's not, then I'll fire my editor. Anyway, but this is essentially what it looked like. They had the exhaust pipes coming out the bottom here. They had the big blower motor on the well, this isn't a big blower motor, but they had the blower motor through the hood. And what's funny is the Volkswagen Bug is at least the 40s through 70s models. The hood was actually the trunk, and we're going to use Herbie as an example here. But the hood was actually the trunk, and the engine was in the back of the car. That is one of the things that made the original Volkswagen Beetle so, different and popular than everyone else. Is the engine was actually in the back of the car. And when we saw this car in the gift shop, we're like, well, if we're going to do this, how are we going to make the engine be in the front? Like it's supposed to, like a regular, every other car. Like literally every car has the engine in the front. The Volkswagen Beetle, if I'm not mistaken, is the only car, or one of the only cars, that has ever had the engine in the back. I think some European cars have that as well. I could be wrong though. I'm not a big expert on European cars. But I think Ferraris also have that, the engine in the back. But that's just because they have like a 16, plus cylinder engine, so they have to have all the space in the back. So this one actually has nothing in the back. I kid you not, there is absolutely nothing there. Just as a quick comparison, and I realize that the engine on Herbie is black, so it's a little hard to see. But I promise you that there is actually something in there. So, you can kind of see it, but not really. I promise there is an engine there. There is literally nothing in the back of this blue car. And I wanted to do like a rocket jet type, like a rocket booster type thing, just so that way this little bug had was a little bit more intimidating. But I'm not entirely sure on how to do that. So if you guys by some chance have a good idea on how to do that, please let me know down in the comments below. It would help me out tremendously, because I want to do something with that trunk, engine compartment, to give this little bug a little bit more power, because this is by far the smallest Mad Max car out of all of them. And that's saying something, considering the Camaros that I have are not that big, and the Stingray is even smaller than those. So just to give you guys a little bit of a size comparison, this is all of the Mad Max cars in length. This little bug is by far the smallest one, and I want to do something with it to give it a little bit more of an intimidating feel to it, but I'm not entirely sure on how to make this little car a badass freaking, oh yeah, I can, have a rocket booster flying out the back end of where my engine should be type thing. So if you guys by some chance have an idea on how to do that, please let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and, quote, break this car down. I'm not actually going to take it apart, but we're going to pull over Herbie just one more time. I'm probably going to say that at least 6 times in this video. So, a regular generic VW bug, for those of you who don't know this, I've said it before, the engine's in the back. This one doesn't have that. So, when we were thinking of this, because me and my brother both came up with the idea, well, didn't come up with the idea, both kind of worked on this car. And one of the things we wanted to do was make sure that the blower motor was actually sticking up through the hood, unlike the Trans Am in the back here where it's just glued on. Same thing with the Camaro over here, it's just glued on. And same thing with this Camaro, it's just glued on. We wanted to have the blower motor actually show up through the hood, and let's just say that was not easy. I literally could not paint the car except for the shell. Literally everything on here is just basic colors. The bottom was supposed to be black, but I used my chrome markers. But everything else is white. The whole interior is white. The whole inner stuff is white. Everything on this car is white except for the blue shell for the bug. And that's because I wanted to get this car done today. And you know what? You're not really going to see anything on it. And I think a blue car with a white interior definitely makes it pop. And you're not going to see the bottom of it, so it's not a big deal. And you're very rarely going to see the car with the hood open. So that can easily be filled in. But as far as that goes, we ordered a special engine kit. It's the same engine kit I've been ordering for all the Mad Max cars. It has all the basic engine component parts that I needed specifically to make all these engines for these cars. So we ordered a third. I said third time to do it, and we built an entire, well, at least half of an engine out of these parts. And that's exactly what this is right there. That is the engine for the VW Bug. The actual VW Bug engine, you can't see it very well, but it does not look like that. So you can't see it. Just look up VW Bug engine from the 70s, and you should be able to find something. But the VW Bug engine doesn't look like that. So I literally took a drill press, drilled a hole through the top of the hood, took a scroll saw and cut the hole out of the hood, and then, so realistically, if this car was a real thing, the car still would be able to open the hood, and it wouldn't hit the blower motor or the blower on the motor. So it's all functional. That's what's cool about it. Now, whether or not the actual engine would run, that's two totally different stories. But the wheels do turn, so that's something I usually never get right on these things. Very rarely do I actually get cars that can turn the front wheels. Herbie is one of the ones who I was able to do that with. But that's because I took my time on Herbie. I didn't take my time on this car because I didn't bother painting half of it. And all the parts for the engine were already chrome, so I didn't actually chrome the engine. So all the parts were actually already chromed. But yeah, we were going to add flames to the front of it so that way it looked even more badass. But I just realized if I did that, I have to take like everything on the front end off, and I don't want to do that. And plus, it doesn't look bad as a blue, basic blue. We may add at least 1 or 2 flames, like on the side fenders, but like leave the hood alone or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But rest assured, this bug is definitely going to be in the Deadpool Mad Max miniseries, and it is probably going to be not maybe one of the main cars, but it's definitely going to be seen quite a bit. Just because it's ridiculously funny when you think about it, because there is no way you can take a regular Volkswagen Bug and convert it into a badass machine. Now, yeah, Gotham Garage has done some crazy stuff with it, and I've seen a couple other people turn basic Bugs into really cool cars, but never a Mad Max car. At least not that I'm aware of. I'm sure there's somebody who's done it, but I have never seen or heard anybody who has done a Mad Max Volkswagen Beetle. So, let me know what you guys think about that. I'm really excited to do the Deadpool Mad Max miniseries. I know I've been talking about it for a very long time, and I'm hoping it's going to be worth it. So real quick, this bug isn't actually done yet. I do have to still do the turns or the brake lights on the back. Those still have to be done. There are a couple little decals and details that I want to get onto the bug, just to give it a more of a mean machine look. I thought about giving it a number, or like a racing number, very similar to this. So, and then stay tuned for tomorrow's camera video. I am going to try to start the Deadpool Mad Max miniseries tomorrow. If I don't, then the only thing I'll do is just break down all of these things and give you guys an update of or give you guys a good feel, or maybe I'll do a live stream. I might do that. So, and this will it'll just explain everything. But I really hope that this little bug is cool for you guys. I had so much fun building it, and I hope to build another one like this soon. I do love building these cars. Hold on, I need to get a drink of water. So pretty much as soon as I'm done filming this video, I'll film the breaking down video. It might actually have to be a live stream because it is going to be unbelievably long. Considering there's like 12 cars in front of me right now, and each one has to be broken down bit by bit. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this mini-series. I cannot wait to get it started. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot thank you guys enough for helping me do what I do. And with all y'all's support, it really does mean a lot. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think of this blue Mad Max Volkswagen Beetle? I say I pretty much have done the impossible, but I've done the impossible. There's no way in hell you could find anybody else who could take a 1940s through 70s Beetle and convert it into a Mad Max car. Now, granted, this isn't my best Mad Max car, but it's definitely not the worst. The worst one is always still going to be between these two. And this one. This one's kind of crap. But other than that, that's about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys all next time on Ultimate Deadpool. Peace out. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.